Well, hello there, Sagittarius. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your general tarot reading for April 2023. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if this reading is good for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if the message doesn't resonate here for you, you may want to check out one of your other signs to see if there's a message there. All right, let's take a look what we have here to get started. We have a Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Love that. And in the flow. Yeah. Okay. Whatever was kind of stuck, whatever obstacle you had, perhaps in January or February, even March. Okay. It's almost, they're saying it's like the drain is unclogged, like one of those products that you can pour down the drain that, unclogs the hairball or whatever. There is almost as if the obstacle is dissolved and it goes away very quickly. And I think it's something that has kind of like been clogging your drain for some time, right? Not allowing good energy to flow in. So we're going to take a look at the tarot, the present energy, any obstacles that are on your path, and finally advice from Spirit about how you can move around those obstacles more quickly. So let's see what we have here. You have courage on the bottom, a new beginning. All right, Sag, you have this energy of perhaps part of it was this new beginning wasn't coming in, right? But there was also having some courage to allow something to leave. That the clog in the drain. you had to allow yourself to dissolve the clog in the drain. Really interesting. The Two of Cups is popping out a lot lately. The Two of Cups is, it can be a soul mate. It can be a romantic relationship, but it can also be a business partner. It can be somebody that's near and dear to you or to what it is that you're trying to create in this world. All right, so let's see what we have. Take control of your thoughts. Don't settle for less. So I feel like there is this energy. Something was just stuck, and it could be a relationship or hoping a relationship would come in. There's almost this energy that there was something stuck in this, and now it's moving forward very quickly. We have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands with the Sun card. Okay, so the sun is going to shine in this situation. Let's take a look at your present energy. Yeah, there's something that, is it draining? It's interesting because we keep talking about the drain being clogged, right? There's something draining about this situation, though. I want to clarify that. Clarify, decrease, please. Yeah, it's something that has been going on for a very long time. Six of Cups, something that I feel like maybe a relationship from the past or a situation from the past, something that you have somewhat of fond memories. Doesn't mean everything about it is fond, right? But something that you kind of have a nostalgia for. And yet at the same time, it's taking a very long time getting the flow back into this relationship or something, and it's causing you to be doubtful of yourself or doubtful of this relationship. So it could be that you are in some type of relationship, whether it is romantic, business, family, friend, it doesn't matter, but you may have a relationship, okay, that's kind of been stalled for a little bit. It's almost like you think of the drain. You could be on one side of the clog and they're on the other side of the clog. And it's kind of like, okay, so how are we going to get the clog to move? I'm in the way for it to go this way. You're in the way for it to go that way. The clog's in the middle. Now, what are we going to do? And it may have had to take some time, some patience in order to get the clog moved, okay, dissolved, pulling it apart It's almost like you had to take something apart in order to get the flow going back in the relationship, you know? I mean, they just keep showing me like a hairball, like a big hairball, right? In a clog. And it's kind of like maybe both of you were having to pull that clog, that hairball apart so that the water, the energy, because water is energy, the water to start flowing in this relationship again. You have instincts. I act on my instincts and notice the signs and symbols in my life, and your vibration is rising. This situation is kind of interesting because I feel like there is this patience that is needed in order for this to work out. For some of you, I think that somebody in your life has had some type of concern, like a health issue, a financial issue, you know, some issue. And it's kind of like that has been the obstacle in the relationship, is trying to get that was the clog, trying to get that untangled, you know, discovering, you know, okay, what is this health issue? And then taking care of it, you know. And now it's kind of like, I feel like it drained your energy for some time. You know, this could have been somebody that you really had to give a lot of time and energy to because of the situation they were in. And now it's kind of like, I feel like the energy is coming back. The flow is happening in this. So let's see what your obstacle is. Yeah, being able to move, to communicate, to take action on this. And I set my intention and trust my abilities to improve my circumstances and prioritize self-care. For some of you, it could be that you've been dealing with a health issue, you know, and just not having the energy, right? Or a financial issue, you know, it's very much that kind of like energy. And because of that, you haven't had really the energy to work on this or to move forward, to have the energy to get up. And yeah, we have the healing light. I feel like the healing is coming in. It's kind of like having the courage to understand that a new chapter is about to start in your life, right? And taking control of your thoughts, you know, like, okay, raising your vibration, becoming more positive about this situation. And your advice here about moving forward, receptivity. I'm open in my heart and mind to receiving the blessings I deserve. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of blocking it. You know, there's blessings, healing energy that wants to come into either this situation or relationship, whatever this is. It's almost as if you're blocking it. Yeah. And it's definitely on your path. You have, it's time to play. I think your energy flow, okay, is low at this time. It's about a little bit about something has, you know, it's kind of interesting. My son-in-law, and he's not a Sagittarius, but he had like an abscessed molar. It was in the back, right? And so he had to have a root canal and then a crown, and the whole process took like a month, right? I mean, you know, for each of those dentist appointments and all of that. And the whole entire time he was kind of like, I don't feel like myself. I don't have energy. I don't want to be around people. He said, I feel like everybody can see that I have this thing going on in the back of my mouth. And I was like, no, nobody can see it. you know it's there, but nobody else does. It's almost like that type of energy here where you're longing to go back to before your tooth broke, right? And you had to get a root canal and a crown and all of that. You're anxious to get back to who you were, to have the energy like you did when you were a little kid. But either mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you are not feeling yourself at this time. And one of the ways that you can try to raise your vibration to get back into that energy is to go play, almost like a kid, right? To reconnect to the things that you love to do, you know, that bring you happiness and joy, and it will help you to raise your vibration. I have this deck upside down, so let's see. Yeah. look, okay, you have the Five of Cups and the Page of Wands. The Five of Cups is sad energy, not feeling like yourself, feeling perhaps a little abandoned or rejected, right? The Page of Wands here, though, is good news. So it's an energy of healing, right? And I do feel like for some of you, this is a relationship. Like if you were having difficulty in a relationship, if you've ever gone through a breakup, right? It pulls down your energy. You're really sad about it. Somebody is not with you anymore. They're, even if you wanted out of the relationship, there's still a sadness. And I feel like you've been holding yourself back, almost kind of trying to be strong, showing a brave face. Yes, this is fine. I'm going forward, being really almost like a martyr, maybe. But that is also draining your energy because you're not being authentic to yourself, to your feelings, to the people around you that are trying to help you unclog that that hairball, right? It's kind of stepping into this energy of, okay, yeah, I need some friends to come over and can we go out? I need to go have some fun. It's almost like admitting to the people that are closest to you, I need some help. Getting out, raising my vibration, however that might mean. Some of you could have lost your job. And, I know my dad, he lost his job once. And I just remember he was such a hard worker and everything. And it was, a company came in and took over and, people were outed. And so it wasn't because he even did anything wrong. That was probably even made it worse, right? But I remember it was, probably like 2 months before he got another job. And he just was really kind of low during that time, and I feel like that's what you're kind of going through. So I really do send you much love and hugs. But not to fear. It's kind of like open up your heart. Try to raise your vibration. Try to get out there. Ask people in your life to help you to raise your vibration. Ask your spirit guides and angels because there is an offer coming in that is going to take you to your Nine of Cups. Okay? There is a good offer coming in. It's about staying positive, knowing that that clog is just about dissolved and the flow is going to go again. That you are overcoming this obstacle and I think moving forward very quickly once you do. It's probably a little bit about admitting to yourself just how sad you are about this situation. Once again, you don't have to put on, a strong face. You can allow the people in your life to help you through this situation. And Sag, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Am I in my head or in my heart? Yes, I think you are in your head. You're kind of over analyzing this situation. What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Yeah, I love that. Absolutely love it. It's about balancing out. Yes, we live in the 3D. We do have to logically, like if you've lost your job, yes, you're having to put out resumes or think about what's the next step. There is some thinking involved here. But it's also about recognizing your emotions during this time. Not allowing the drain to back up because you're blocking. I feel like you're blocking. That clog is your emotions that you're not actually allowing to flow, holding back the tears that you may want to shed, saying to somebody that you're really close to, oh my goodness, I need a hug. When I was a teacher and a student, was having a hard day, especially when I taught like 3rd or 4th grade, a hug goes a long way to a kid, and what you have to recognize is that we are all children, right? We are all children. Sometimes we need a hug, even though we're an adult. Sometimes it is about saying to somebody, you know what, I really could use a hug. I really could use a hug. Well, I'm sending you a hug, Sag. So I'm going to leave it there. I do appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please be gentle and kind with yourself at this time. And give yourself a hug. Ask somebody else to give you a hug. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.